All right, let's do this. Welcome to Concept Magic. In this quick start guide, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to get up and running with this incredible Blender add-on. This is going to be a short, focused demo, so we're not going to dive into every single feature today. We're going to cover the essentials to get you started fast. So first things first, let's talk about the install. When you purchase Concept Magic over on Superhive, it's going to open up a window that asks you to copy your Superhive ID. Grab that ID. Then it's going to direct you to register and head over to Settings on the Concept Magic website. So let's jump over to the Concept Magic site now. You'll have that Superhive ID sitting in your clipboard, or maybe you wrote it down somewhere, and we're going to use it in just a second. Now, the very first thing you want to do on the Concept Magic website is sign in with your Google account. So go ahead and click Sign In, choose your Google account, and boom, you're in. Now head over to Settings. You'll see a credits section, but it's going to be empty at first, and that's totally normal. Here's the key step. Paste your Superhive user ID into the Superhive user ID field and then click Link. Once you do that, your credits will show up right away. You can always see your credit balance up at the top of the page too. And if they don't appear immediately, just hit the refresh button and they'll pop right in. This linking step is super important because it's how the two accounts get tied together. Awesome. So your account is linked and your credits are showing up. Now let's download the add-on. Head over to the download button on the site and click it. This is going to open up a new browser window, and in here you'll see a couple of things. There's a Start Here guide, which is a fantastic resource if you want a written walkthrough. And right here is the zip file. This is the actual add-on. Go ahead and click on it to start the download. Once it finishes downloading, we're going to open it up and get it into Blender. All right, here's where it gets fun. Open up your File Explorer and find that zip file you just downloaded. Now, I'm going to move the File Explorer window to the side because here's the cool part. You can just drag that zip file directly onto the Blender window. Go ahead and drop it right on there, and Blender is going to install the add-on for you. Once it loads up, look over at your In panel on the right side. You'll see a brand new tab with a little heart icon and the letters CM for Concept Magic. Click on that tab and you'll see the Concept Magic panel. Right away, it's going to tell you that an API key is required, and there's a button that says Get API Key. Let's grab that next. When you click Get API Key, it's going to take you right back to the Concept Magic website. Head into your settings and scroll down to the API Key section. Here, you've got a couple of options. You can use the existing key that's already there, or you can hit Regenerate to create a brand new, fresh key. Either way works perfectly. Once you've got your key, hit that copy button to grab it. You can also click Show to reveal the key if you need to see it. With your API key copied to your clipboard, let's head back to Blender. Back in Blender, you might see a notice at the top about installing Pillow. Pillow is a Python library that Concept Magic needs, and installing it is super easy. Just click the Install button and it handles everything for you. If you're on a Mac and it doesn't install on the first try, you'll see a Force Install button. Just hit that and you'll be good to go. It walks you through the whole process. Now let's open up the add-on preferences. We need to paste in that API key. Find the Concept Magic add-on in your preferences list and open it up. You'll see that the Pillow library is installed, which is great. There's also a diagnostics section here, and if you ever run into any issues, you can click that button and it'll open up the system console with all the diagnostic info. You can copy and paste that if you ever need to send it for support. Now here's the big moment. Paste your API key. Hit Ctrl-V to paste it in and watch the panel on the right side come to life. Everything changes once that key is in place. Now let's take a quick look at the add-on settings while we're here. You'll see the Injector Libraries section, and there's a ton of documentation that goes into detail about how those work. Below that, there's an Enable Autosave toggle, and you definitely want to turn that on. I personally like to switch the save format to JPEG instead of the default PNG because it takes up way less disk space. You've also got options for text size and text color that you can customize to your liking. And here's a really handy feature. You can export your preferences, including your API key, and import them later. So if you ever need to update the add-on, just use these export and import buttons to bring all your settings right back. Super convenient. All right, we're done with the setup. Let's actually make something. Okay, this is the exciting part. Let's generate our first image. I'm going to type in a prompt and let's go with Jack in the Bot. Now before we generate, we want to make sure we're looking through the camera. Press 0 on your numpad to snap into camera view, or you can go to View and select Camera. See that camera frame? Perfect. Now hit the Load Viewport button, and this captures what's on screen as the input picture. This is exactly what gets sent to the AI to work with. For the AI engine, I'm going to skip the default injectors and use Nano Banana for this one. And now, the moment of truth, hit that Generate button. It's going to take roughly 10 to 30 seconds, and there it is. Look at that. Hit the Show Thumb button to see the full result. That is a fantastic jack-in-the-box that the AI just created from our simple 3D scene. You can close that thumbnail whenever you're ready. Now here's something really cool. You can actually take that AI output and use it as the input for another generation. By default, the output image can't be used as input, but there's a simple toggle for that. Just click Use Viewport Image, and now the AI generated result becomes your new starting point. Now, a quick word of advice. You generally don't want to keep iterating over and over on AI generated images because the results can start to drift. But for what we're about to do, it's going to work perfectly because I want to show you some of the amazing things Concept Magic can do with style injectors. Let's check out the style injectors. These are absolutely incredible. I'm going to browse into the themes and let's look at the sci-fi themed renders. How about Blade Runner Cityscape? That sounds amazing. Now check this out. See this little preview button right here? Click on that and it shows you a whole grid of what these styles actually look like. Here's the Blade Runner Cityscape preview, and you can see exactly what kind of look it's going to give your renders. There are different variations too. Some are camera locked, some are not. I want to use this specific Blade Runner Cityscape style right here. Let's close the preview and lock that in. So here's what's happening with our style injector. When you select Blade Runner Cityscape, look at the prompt area. The style injector fills in a complete, detailed prompt for you. If I switch the style to none, you'll see the prompt shrinks down to just our basic text. And if I turn off Try to Match Camera Angle, it gets even simpler, just jack in the box. But I love keeping Try to Match Camera Angle on, so let's turn that back on and let's select our Blade Runner Cityscape style injector again. Look at that beautiful, detailed prompt it generates. Now for the AI engine, I'm going to switch to CDube 4. This one produces slightly better results in my experience. It does take a bit longer, but it uses the same number of credits, so why not go for the best quality? Speaking of credits, watch the credit counter up here. When I hit Generate, it's going to decrease by 10 credits. Here we go, generating now. This one will take maybe 20 to 25 seconds, and there it is. Look at that. The AI took our Jack in the Box and transformed it into this incredible Blade Runner-inspired cyberpunk scene. That is absolutely stunning. Now let's talk about where all these images are being saved, because Concept Magic handles your files really nicely. Over here, you'll see an Open Temporary button. Click on that and it shows you all the renders from your current session. There's our first Jack in the Box, and there's the Blade Runner version we just made. This temporary folder gets cleaned out automatically when you restart Blender, so don't worry about it cluttering up your drive. But here's the important one. You also have your autosave folder. This is where every image you've ever rendered with Concept Magic gets saved permanently. And here's something really great to know. Your data is not stored on the server. One more thing I want to point out. See this button at the very top of the panel? That's your Help button, and it takes you straight to the full user guide. This thing is packed with detailed information. You can expand different sections to learn about AI upscaling workflows, autosave settings, and so much more. And here's a really neat feature. Metadata. When you have a rendered image, you can click the metadata button and it shows you the entire prompt that was used to generate it. You can even copy that prompt to your clipboard, which is incredibly useful if you want to recreate a look or share your settings with someone else. And that's the basic workflow. You've got everything you need to start creating amazing AI rendered images right inside Blender. You can explore all the different injector libraries. There's modeling, textures, materials, and so much more to play with. One quick tip before we wrap up, I like to keep Use Viewport Image turned on. But if you generate and it says no image is loaded, just scroll back up and hit that little refresh button to reload the viewport. Or if you want to start fresh from your 3D scene, hit Load Viewport again and you're good to go. This is great for when you want to try a different style injector on the same scene. That's it for this quick start guide. Check out the documentation for even more features, and if you have any questions, come visit us on Discord. Thanks so much for watching, and have an amazing time creating with Concept Magic.